right? That's what RPE has injected into the discussion. The rating of perceived exertion. Your perceptions are bullshit. Your program calls for you to go up 5 pounds on your work sets of squats this week. Go up to 5 pounds, do the work. Get to the last rep of the last set, and have some balls about you, and go down into the bottom of the squat and drive your ass back up and finish the rep, put it back in the rack. That's all that matters. But if you decide that your perceived exertion is such that you don't need to do that last rep, well, then you don't know whether you could have done the last rep or not. You don't have any data. You've opted out of gathering the data. And if you don't know whether you could have done it or not, you don't know. You may think you couldn't have done it, so you walk it back in, but you don't know that. You don't have any idea. You know how many times over the past 50 years I have taken the last rep of that work set down or up or whatever, not knowing whether I could do it or not, and then having done it and gotten to congratulate my wonderful self on having had the balls to do what I knew I should have done anyway, right? It's common. Ask anybody who's been training any length of time, and they'll all tell you the same thing. I didn't think I could do the last rep, and I did it. I surprised myself. But you can't surprise yourself if you don't try. You can't surprise yourself if you say, well, based on the way this last one felt, I don't think I can do this next one. Well, why not try it? Why not try it? Try it anyway. You might be surprised. You got safety set, you're doing it in the rack. If you can't get back up, you set it down on the pins. Or you got spotters. Spotters are going to get it. What do you got to lose by trying it? You know, it just puzzles me that so many people are making a living off of telling you that your judgment about whether you can do this next rep is so good that if you don't think you can, you should put it up. It's bizarre. It's bizarre that you will fall for that. And what do they always say? You don't think RPE works, so you just don't understand RPE. Yeah, I do. I understand RPE better than you do.
A friend of mine texted me Wednesday, Derek. He said he heard this in the gym, and it's an exact quote. Bro, if I could pull 242 sumo RPE 8 for 2, I could definitely pull 264 for 1. It's an exact quote he heard from somebody.
God damn.
Is that pounds?
No, I think it was in kilos.
Oh.
I'm assuming kilos since it was uneven numbers.
Well,
he could have just left the RPE out of there, and it would still be
it would have
been a true statement.
Could have just done the 265 and removed all doubt.
But pull it at an RPE 8. Like I guess I don't understand RPE. Like what's an 8 feel like versus a 7? Yeah.
They don't either. Yeah. It just sounds like science. Science is numbers, right? Sounds scientific. Must be right. Join us this week on Starting Strength Radio. We've got a discussion about your training that you'll welcome, especially since it follows comments from the haters, which I know you all can't stand as much as I can't stand it either. But we're going to get past that, then we're going to talk about several important aspects of your training that you are not thinking about correctly. All right? Be sure and be here this week for Starting Strength Radio.